Okay, so where I left off in the last door, I was looking for things. I was talking to an old tree. It is a truth our ancestors knew, and with stone silence came to unknown. This key has been engraved with the shape of a feather. Ah, yes, the feather key. And that key should probably take me upstairs to the attic, right? I can't wait to play with the feather key. La 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 la. Oh wait, I was already up. No, must be the basement. I'm going to the wrong door. Da 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 da. Boom. All right, down to the kitchen and go. I'm in the wrong room. Oh wait, yeah, I am going the right way. Whoops. Wait, can I try this key? Key doesn't fit in here. Then maybe the key will fit somewhere else. Alright, she's still here making bread. I don't know what the hell she's making. The key doesn't fit here. Okay, let's search through every room in the house. Find the right keyhole for this feather key. Oh, you know what? There was a door back here. This door. That's right. So damn noisy in here with all these crows. I think these are crows. Inside this cage, there's a bird with a black head and orange breast. The sign reads, Pretumna Furhula. Interesting name. Inside the cage, there's a crow with a black and gray feathers. The sign reads, Corvus Cornix. Inside the cage, there's a small bird with a black and white wings and a feathered crest. The sign reads, Upupa it pops. This bird, black with yellow beak, the sign on his cage reads, Tudis Murula. Where are all these birds coming from? Why are they in a cage like this? Anyways, the bird inside has a gray breast and brown wings. Passer domesticus. I feel like I'm gonna summon a goat. A curious bird with long legs. The sign of the cage reads, Porfirio Alene. And what are you? There's a bird with a pale brown breast inside the cage. The sign reads, Lucina Mergra Hextros. And what is this? An embroidered cloth covered this cage. On it's written, if the birds are silent, the phrase trails off. I don't know what I'd crab. The sign in the cage reads, Cardilus Flaviostris. A bird with the red feathers on its head and breast. Erithicus repicula. What is with all these birds here? Can I do anything with this matchbox and its cloth? Nope, I guess I don't. Anyways, Boom, what were you saying? I saw you wrote something there. Lurking, gonna go do some LOL stuff. He is going to have a good time, I will say, in the IRL. Now then, where was I? Through the glass I see rolling hills covered in snow. So what do I do with this cloth? Didn't say anything about a cloth. As our truth our ancestors knew it with stone silence came to our noon. The bird inside grows suddenly quiet. So one of you noisy birds are loud. Let me read this letter again. Is a truth our ancestors knew, and with stone silence came to our noon. I'm about to cover every single one of these crows. Just to see if something would actually happen. Hey, what do we have here? A truth that our ancestors knew, and through stone science came to our noon. Can I put a blanket over her head? No. Do I need to find more cloth to shut all these birds up? There's a small compartment in the base of the burst. Inside this, a note. Not only by entering the gnashing jaws of primal horror. Primal horror? What? Not only by entering the gushing jaws of primal horror. I'm taking this cloth. It might come in handy for some special occasion. I was gonna say, who are you? But that's that globe I worked on from last night's stream. Can I put you on fire? No. Can I cover this up? Can I put you over the blanket? Nope. Oh, you know what? I'm about to go outside. Mr. Liquid, can I put you in a blanket? No. Alrighty then, I guess I will go over to the statues. Guys, if you've seen this beforehand or saw it later down the road on YouTube from maybe an episode or two ago, there was a statue that had this very shiny little thing holding its arms. And as you can see, it's sticking out. So I wonder if I can cover this up with a blanket. No. I can't even cover the tree up with a cloth. Ugh. So what do I do with this? Wait. Oh, that's just a thick layer of ice. Damn! I thought I was onto something! What do I do with this cloth? This professor really loves riddles, and he's just making it very difficult for me to find something. Oh, can I put this in there? No. Can I put this over here? No. Can I put this over here? It didn't do nothing. Did do nothing. Nope, didn't do nothing. Let me read this again. That only by entering the gushing jaws of primal horror. Something about jaws? Wasn't really reading about it. So somewhere there's another part of the clue I may have missed. Our poison jar contains some dried branches. Nope. Nothing. Can I go in here? I don't think I'll be in this room because I think I finished this room. Getting some magical words on a mirror. No, nothing. Can I put you over this cloth? Or put a cloth over you? Kaufman, do you want this cloth? Professor White, can you want that too? No? Okay. An unusual electrical device. I'm unfamiliar with its function, but I can tell that there is a piece of equipment missing. Is it missing a cloth? I have a cloth. No. The queen has moved the mask. Cloth. I might want a cloth in this upstairs attic. Feel a little personal time use. Self-converts and old ornaments. Pieces of metalwork and pipes of strange shapes. Damn, I'm coming up empty. What's the matter with me? I grave it on paper. The script is from a language unknown to me. You want a cloth? Painting of the ocean at the end of the afternoon. Figure the beach, blah blah blah. See, I'm missing something. I'm missing that step somewhere and I'm not seeing it. Do you want a cloth? How about you? No. Only by entering the gashing jaws of primal horror. There is something hidden in a lion's mouth. A lever. I think it has triggered some mechanism inside the manor, but it's also a note in here. I'll add it's glued to the letter. Will you at last know truth? Could this be the last part of the riddle? Well, I opened something, so whatever they open, it's somewhere in the house. Don't know what to do about the symbols. I haven't come across anything that said anything about the symbol. Oh! I didn't see this before. This looks like Professor White's archive. I should bring Kaufman here once. Hey, Kaufman, I found some crazy stuff in here. Oh, he's already here. I don't have to do anything. How about that? Experiments 1885. Let us see. Have a look at this. Be careful. There is a small key inside the folder. 1st of August 1885. Results at last. After many months of tenuous observation, something has finally come from the other side. I heard the sound of footsteps exploring the proximity of the stone archway. This would seem to verify my hypnosis. Or hypothesis. My bad. Absolute horror is the key that we seek. 20 September 1885. Now that they have proven themselves useful, I have installed 2 new devices in the outer tunnels. I dare you not to go deeper. I have not heard it again, but I know the thing must be still down there, in the dark. 12th November 1885. Containment in the underground tunnel has been breached. Something gone. 15th of December 1885. I have no choice but to abort the experiment, and can no longer be controlled. There is but one thing left to do. I will seal the tunnel and hope that the abomination remains forever entombed within. So whatever Professor White saw is what caused him to go nuts. Anyways, there seems to be a log the professor kept during one of his experiments, almost 7 years ago. It is noteworthy that one of the entries has been redacted, something, I don't know what that word said. But what is written there? It cannot be true. It must be some kind of hallucination. A sign of Professor White's illness. Maybe. Perhaps, though we should not jump to conclusions. We can conclude that the professor had another work in place, underground. Perhaps that key that opens the basement door. There could be a route through this underground tunnel. Meanwhile, I will keep looking through these documents. There must be something more than that folder among this mess. Alright, well, let's go back to the kitchen and go to the basement. I hope Mrs. Oakwood don't mind if I go in the basement. Wonder what she's doing anyways. Mrs. Oakwood's up to no good. Maybe she's the mastermind behind all this. Nope. He doesn't work here. Hello, Mrs. Oakwood. Oh boy! It's completely dark in here. I feel a cold draft coming from the front. It is too dark. I need something to light the way. Well, I have a... I was gonna say, I have a cloth. I have ran out of matches. Does this mean I'm gonna die? I don't like that noise! It's whispering in my ears! And it sounds like it's stumbling right behind me! I think I died. I have fallen through a hole? Where am I? The flow of air is stronger here. But hey, I got this cool fancy lantern. A working lantern. I will take it. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. This part of the tunnel is blocked by a cave-in. The underground tunnel is not accessible from here. I should go back. Although you can't because he fell in a hole. Thank goodness, a ladder. What ladder? I see this. Looks like a component of some sort of machine. Ooh, maybe I can find out where to use it. It's upstairs in the attic. I know what I can use that for. Oh, here's that ladder that he was saying. Boy, this guy's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Oh, that's a ladder. He seems to be walking slow. What's this? It's a mechanism of some sort. Can I use it on here? Nope. I feel like I'm in the sewers. Hey, what's this? Oh, nothing. Hey, what's this? This old furniture has been left here to rot. Can I use it though for anything? Probably not. If we cannot access the tunnel mentioned in Professor Wright's log, how can we find the missing parts of this research? I must talk to Kaufman about it. Boy, I really do fast travel, don't I? How come I couldn't fast travel beforehand? This is a problem. I was able to use the key to explore the basement. There is a large hole in the floor. One side of the hole may lead to some sort of a tunnel. But it was completely covered in rocks and debris, so I could not tell for sure. Covered in debris? It sounds as if the professor succeeded in blocking the entrance to this underground area. It is unfortunate for us. I have made some progress on my own, mi friend. I think this could help us elucidate the next step in our research. Have a look. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Today, a meeting finally took place. You see, Mr. Wright, our organization is keenly interested in your research. We could reach an agreement to fund this project. But first, we need to know the details. I understand. The main factor is the condition of the test subject. How open he is to suggestion. As you know, only the human mind can open a physical passage to the other side. So a complete absolute darkness will be required for an experiment to result. A secluded place, completely isolated. A place that can only bring thoughts to what may be hiding in the dark. I have the perfect location in mind. But in total darkness and seclusion, how could the results of the experiment be studied or confirmed? This is precisely where your organization can provide help. I have designed a special device that would allow me to listen from a safe distance, but I lack the means to manufacture it myself. That could be arranged. But there's one last thing I would like to know. How would the experience be triggered? By means of a chemical compound of some kind. Do you mean a serum? Not at all. That would be no elegance whatsoever. The trigger is in the mind itself, the emotion known as terror. The primal fear that still survives in the depths of our mind, from the times humans were a mere beast. That which allows us to open a physical passage beyond the veil of rational thought. Primal terror is the key that we will use to open the last door. Oh boy, here we go. This is where the last door comes in. Could this organization be the playwright? It may be, Milfron. If so, then we are closer to the truth than we thought. But in this room, I have been able to find only some fragments of information, discarded material. It looks as if the main bulk of documents were removed from the room and hidden somewhere else. The basement tunnel. That seems the most reasonable conclusion. But access to that place is lost, is it not? The entrance was sealed. Anywho, there may be another access that we don't know about. If we could find and use the device that the professor mentions in his log, I believe we could shed some light on this matter. Well, I mean, I have a lever, so let's go upstairs! Because I did find this crazy contraption, but I don't know what the hell to use it for. An unusual electrical device. I'm available with a selection, but I can tell there's a piece of equipment missing. But I have the thing, do I not? I have this. I think it'll work now. Cool! I get to play with the machine. Boy, the signal's bad. It's peaceful right here. The sound. Do my ears deceive me? Is that a piano melody? I must see Kaufman at once. Not to state the obvious, but it sounds as if someone is still down there, playing a piano of all things. But how is that even remotely possible? I don't know, but this means something important to us. It means there is another entrance to the underground tunnel, and that we must find it. But we have run out of leads. You do not think anything of use in the archive, and Professor Wright continued to mutter incoherently about childhood memories. You must hypnotize the professor, me little friend. We are running out of options. This must be the only way to find the answers we seek. So I get to hypnotize the professor? Cool, how do I do that? Look at this candle. Fix your eyes upon it. Your body is as light as a feather. Boy, this doctor really does a hell of a good job hypnotizing people. Listen to my voice. Where are you? A great number of trees surround me. The sun is setting soon. I can go north and west. I'll go north. I stand beside a waterfall. It is not water that falls, but mud and rock from a great height. They fall and fall into a bottomless abyss. Behind the waterfall to the east lies the tunnel. To the west I see the edge of the forest. Let's go east. I am in a dark tunnel. Oscar is here as well. He is upset. He yells at me. He begs me to stop. The tunnel divides into many passages. I can go north, south, and west. Let's go north. Who the hell's Oscar? I am in a large open space with a piano. Something. Stand next to the piano. I can see it clearly. Its face. The tunnel stretches into the dark. It is a very small room. In the center lies a deep pit. A ladder goes down. It is so dark. Down there it lies. It waits. I will not continue. I must go back. I cannot! I can hear it with me. It breathes. Dear God, I must flee. But you must continue. It waits for me. It waits down there. I have gone down the ladder. I cannot see. It is pitch dark. I can feel its breath. It is here. It is with me. Did I die? Enough! We went too far, me friend. You're right. I do not think he will react this way. You did well by stopping and trace Kaufman. I think it would be best if we leave it for today. Let us return to the inn. Reflect tonight on what we have witnessed here. Tomorrow, let's discuss the next step in our investigation. I need some more water. Ooh, January 21st, 1893. I thought we traveled back in time, but clearly we did not. Is that me or Kaufman? Come in! Oh, it's Kaufman. Hey, there's me. Kaufman, are you alright? Worry not, Wakefield. I am just feeling a bit feeble. It must be all this cold and humidity. Oh, no, he did the coughing for me. Whoops! Nothing serious. I would like to know your opinion about what we heard during yesterday's session. Do you remember anything that could have helped us in our research? There is some kind of a underground tunnel. I believe that this underground tunnel has left a deep impression on Professor White's subconsciouses. I agree. The horror he experienced at the end of the session was far too intense to derive solely from his imagination. It speaks of some trauma. The sea was a recurring theme during the hypnotic regression. Yes, that is true. Maybe the entrance to this tunnel is somewhere closer to the coast. Throughout the trace, he saw an unknown figure with no visible face. The floating body in the water. The person near the rocks. The one beside a piano. Oscar. Yes, indeed, but I'm afraid it is too soon to reveal the true meaning of those images. And the man shouting at Professor White. Professor White mentioned a man that shouted near him at the entrance to the tunnel, begging him not to continue. I cannot remember his name. Very good, it was Oscar. We should attempt to find him. He may know something about Professor White's fears. If we could find this man, I am sure that we would shed some light upon the mystery. I am trying to still not struggle! Why don't you go to the village and try to find out something about Oscar? My apologies, but I must stay here and recover my strength. Ah, Kaufman. Why do you have to catch a cold in time like this? Alright, well, let's go find this mysteriously Oscar feller. Oscar shouldn't be too far, right? You cannot cross the sea. Hick. Good morning. Let me drink in peace. Are you a ship captain? Why, what's to you? Do I look like a captain? Your hat? Because of the hat you're wearing. Ha! I had to make a captain, Townie. You can buy a hat like this at any flea market in England. Because of your coarse skin? Weathered by years of salt and wind? You met many folk in Wigport yet? It's common enough around these parts. How about your hands? Because of your hands, calloused by years of knotting rope and reeling in line. Any fisherman has hands like these. Because of the 3 earrings you're wearing. You have doubled the 3 capes, is that right? Indeed I have, Good Hope, Ludwig and Horn. Therefore I hold the right to stand before kings, and to piss against the wind. If I died in the sea, these 3 rings I'll pay by wake, but no, that not happen now. Do you mean that you'll not set sail again? I love the sea more than anything. It is my passion, my freedom, and my life. But there are many things about him that we do not know. There are far from the coast, and the deep dark things we are still unprepared to behold. Believe me, those things awake deep down. Have you seen any of these things? No, but you may have heard one or two stories of the fisherman tale about things seen up there. And it's not but tales for youngins. Mere superstition from men too cowardly to face the dark. Any good seaman knows that the strong wind, a stretched rope can shake and sing. I myself have mistaken such a king for the wail of the child. But there was one time it was nothing of the sort. Then the sea howled. It was not thunder, not a strong wave clashing with my ship, no. It was like a voice. It spoke to me in a language I cannot describe. A sound muttered by a living something. A call unlike anything I heard before. And I understood. What did you understood? I understood there was no more freedom for me. That the sea now had other lords. And whoever they were, I did know they would not share it. And then what happened? Oh, damn it, I hit the wrong thing. You have the gratitude of me and my whiskey. All that blood and worked up with a right sore thirst. Okay, the lady dressed rather allegedly for someone who came to drink in a place like this. Those two fishermen have just given me a suspicious look. Well, excuse me, lady. You want a drink? Man sitting in the corner. What is with the man in the corner? Fred, you can ignore him. He's a sad, lonely drunk. Damn. Do you know a man named Oscar? You mean Father Oscar? You can find him in a church. When he's not in there, it's right outside. Have you met Professor White? The professor? Sure, I saw him every other day as a youngin'. Always involved in the village. He was the leader, alright, but folk respected him. He got struck in. Didn't last. Shut himself away. Started getting visits from the out of town. He stopped coming to village eventually. Last I heard, he gone crazy. None of us know for sure though, but years since I saw him. Okay, well, at least I know where to go. I can go find his church. And if I need to go somewhere, well, I can always find his fisherman captain if I need to go somewhere. Alright, so about this church. That door's locked. Hey, what do we have here? Okay! The window is closed shut. Snow all but covers the window. Evidently, no one has been here to clear in a very long time. It is too frosted over to see inside. I mean, I got a lantern. I could just melt the thing down. No. Well, I got some matches too. Wait a minute. The church doors? This is the door of the Church of Wickport. But clearly I can't get inside it, so he must be out by the beach. Piece of a stone. A boat. An old rotting boat rests on the shore. The name Providence is written on the side. Hey, what's this? An old rusty bronze bell, typical for a seafaring vessel, is engraved with the name Augustine. Can I take it? Someone might be able to tell me more about it. This old ship is completely wrecked. Well, they left a bell behind. What can I do with this bell? Can I take it to the church? Somebody knows a thing about bells, right? Anybody? Maybe in chat? Anybody know about this creepy old bell? Bronze bell? Anybody want to tell me about this bell? No. Oh, I never did try to match this. Can I light the window on fire? Captain, you know about this bell? Why, the bell is from Augustine! My Augustine! Where on earth did you find it? I found it on the beach near the shipwreck. I thought I would never see it again. I will clean and make it shine anew. Wickport Beach. Our beach? Well, I must go. I must go straight away. Oh, to be reunited with my poor Augustine. What will remain of her? No, no, I dare not go. Oh, but I must. Good day to you, sir. Well, he didn't finish his alcohol beverages that he got. Hey, what's this? An old post of a local traditional sport. I'm gonna go follow that captain guy. Hey, this thing's open again. Oh, nope, it's closed. Never mind, they don't want to talk to me. They're afraid of my powers. Alright, let's go see what this guy has to say. He's down there, right? He said he was gonna be down here. Ah, there he is. Neither the cracks in your hole on nor your flaking paint. None of it matters. You're beautiful as ever, Augustine. Today, we will watch the sun set together. Good sir, I cannot put into words what a great service you have rendered this drunken knave. Just as you, a stranger, have brought me to my lost treasure, made this old sailor's spyglass in whatever way it can. Help light the way to yours. Take it. It is a gift from the heart. A telescope. What the hell am I gonna do with a telescope? Today we'll watch the sun set together. Ah, this poor guy in his boat. This poor captain, this poor Augustine. Well, at least he gave me this fancy telescope that I don't know what to use it for. Maybe I could go back to the manor and just use them in the attic. Anybody want a telescope? I got a fancy telescope. Hey, this window didn't shut. Excuse me, are you spying on me? I am sorry, I did not mean to. You are not from these parts, are you? No, I'm just passing through. Are you alright? Yes. Could you do me a favor? For a long time I have wanted to visit the tomb of my lover, but I cannot leave the house due to my illness. Could you please leave these flowers there? No one in this village will do this service for me. Alright. Where's that place? Oh, you could not know how grateful I am. You are a too good, kind person. You can go to the graveyard through the path right here. The name you need to look for is Carter. Carter? The dead man Carter? What the hell's Carter doing in the graveyard? Why were you spying on me? Oh, do not put it like that. It sounds so terrible. I just watch folks passing by. I cannot leave the house, so I spend my days at the window. It is awful interesting. You learn a lot about people this way, you know. Really? Why can't you tell me about yourself? I have only observed for you a while, but I can tell you that you have an important mission, looking for someone dear. There is worry over your shoulders, and a long way ahead of you. Well, that was remarkable! I am frankly astonished! Oh boy. What can you tell me about this barmaid? Eva is a woman with a strong character. Once I saw her kick out a group of drunk sailors from the pub without a doubt. She is in a bad mood lately, because business is not what it used to be. She will not leave the village though, as did the others. About Captain Morvale. Poor Fred is always drunk. In the old times, when he was not silly, he had a long walks on the beach and looked happy. But now, we're on the occasion, when he is given a quick glance at the coast, he has lost all hope. And what can you tell me about Father Oscar? He is a man who has lost his purpose. I see him walking aimlessly in the morning and evening, nervous and doubtful. Then he knows something about this creature I'm looking for. Okay, well, now I got the flowers, I'm gonna go to the graveyard. I can't wait to see what happens at the graveyard. Maybe Carter will arise from the dead. Okay, so let's find this Carter feller. Oh Carter, are you Carter? Rose Carter, 1840 to 1885. Hey, who are you? Good morning, I am Dr. Wakefield. You come from the town, don't you? You needn't answer. I know about your accent. Be careful around these cliffs, there is no place for tourists. It's hardly a place for anyone now. A man snorts. You best be on your way back. Strange things have been happening here. What do you mean? Seamen and fishermen alike swear to have heard words rising in a tide. Inhuman screams, some of them say. And there are some who claim to have witnessed ungodly things in the dead of night. I once saw a ghastly thing crawling out of those among those stones. Screams, you say? People have heard screams coming from the sea? Bloody drunks. They say the sea howls at them. And if that was something new... And what about the rocks? That thing, the one you saw in the rocks. Can you tell me more about it? Late night, it was me on my boat. Fishing, that's when I get the best catch. Then I saw it. Not under the water, as the others say. It was a rock. Perched there, like it was smelling for something. The shape of it, like nothing I've ever seen before. Not walking on earth nor swimming in the sea. The thing was big and hunched over, like a crouching man. The way it moved, it made my flesh crawl. Whatever it was, the mist itself was its ally, hiding it from the bare eyes and in the end, disappearing away together. I swear, should I see that horror again, I would take my most vicious harpoon and thrust it into the deep in its rich body. That they will have to bury them together. So what are you doing up here? I come here when I can, to watch the shore, just in case that thing comes back. The mist down there is just too thick. I can see better from here. Even my eyes are not what they used to be. Damn it! If I could somehow regain my once sharp eyesight again, by God, I would impale the abomination for sure. I got a telescope. Do you want it? Here, would this help you watch the shore? Why, it is old to be sure, but this telescope hasn't patched up but to a rare beauty. You have my thanks, stranger. I am in debt. Oh, what is that? On the cliffs there. Well, blow me! But if it isn't the Wright's old summer house. I thought it was entirely destroyed. It looks like you can get there using the old cliff path. Excuse me, did you say Wright's summer house? Uh-oh. Here we go. Well, yes, I never saw it myself. I was too young at the time. But everyone around here knows the story well. It was a terrible tragedy, you see. One night, there was a landslide just beneath the house. Most of the building fell sheer into the sea, leaving only yielded ruins. Many died though by a miracle. Young Master Wright was spared. You can see it from here. Look, right there on the other side of that beach. Do you see it? No. What am I looking at? A cliff. I will not waver into my determination to destroy that thing. Not while this whole body of mine endures. Okay, thanks. Now I know where to go. I go to that cliff and go to this Wright's house. But first, something about the church. Hello, it's me, Father Oskew. Oscar? Oskew. Father Oskew, are you here with us? Are you Father Oscar? Good morning. Good morning, my son. Does nobody come to Mass? Father, why has nobody come to the Mass? The village has been seeing bleak times. Many have left and the rest have lost their faith. Every day I ring the bell, but no one answers. May God have mercy on our souls. What do you suppose that is? I could not say. The mist that shrouds this coast and the shapes that swirl within have long been a source of hearsay. But lately the stories people tell are not of pirates and smugglers, but something more sinister. Some say the devil himself has come to our shore. It is a rumor I dare not disregard. Are you personally acquainted to Professor White? Why, yes, of course. Adam was rather... It's not merely a parishioner, but one of my closest friends. Since our youth, we enjoyed many scholarly, but sometimes quite fervent discussions. He being a anthropologist, myself a theologian, that is, until he fell ill. But since he is like that, I have not visited him. Okay, so I might as well go. Bye-bye, Oscar. I think that's who you are. Wait a moment, please. I need to ask you a small favor. Please give this to Adam. I don't know if it will mean anything to him now, but it will bring peace to my soul if there is some token of friendship resting by his side. A photo? Back to White Manor? A picture? Okay, thank you! What's this? A confessional. So Wickport serves a Catholic congregation. Okay, well, let's go to the cliffside and see what's all going on about this right place. I'm getting hungry. So, let's go to the cliff first, and then we will go back to the right manor. Where am I? Oh, here I am. All this graphic is really messing my mind. Hopefully his house is still intact. Oh my, his house is a mess. An empty wardrobe. It's wood, it's rotten from long exposure to the sea air. Really? Does that happen? Is that a real thing? That's weird. This landscape shows the house as it was before the landscape ruined it. See, I don't like how people build a house that's like right on the landscape. Because the planet Earth can change in its funny ways. There is a peculiar intentionation in the stone. This side of the cliff was heavily exposed to harsh sea winds and waves. So, do I do anything about this stone? Can I put a cloth in it? No. Well then, I guess there's really nothing else I need to do here for the time being. But this place is very important somehow, so I guess I will have to... Wait, what's this? These rocks look like the remains of a landslide. The roots on this vulnerable tree tightly grip the rocks that anchored it against the harsh winds. That is a very tough tree. Okay, well, that takes care of that part. Let's go back to the manor. Hopefully this picture that this guy gave me will actually trigger his mind somehow. The main door is closed from the inside. Why? Where's Mrs. Oakwood? Mrs. Oakwood? Mrs. Oakwood? She's not making bread. Mrs. Oakwood! Hey, this door's open. Mrs. Oakwood? It's a simply wooden wardrobe. There is nothing of interest in here. A cage covered in burnt cloth. The end of a phrase is written on it. A visitor will call. Yoink. I got another cloth. Do I need to cover every freaking crows in their cages with a cloth? What's this? There's a closed chest here. Can I open it? There's a key inside! A key that opens the basement door? Perhaps? Can't really say for sure. Well, since I'm near the kitchen, I'll go check it out. Mrs. Oakwood ain't around, so I hope she doesn't mind if I go down to the basement. Oh, wait, the basement's open. What the hell? Oh, I was already down here. Okay. Well then. I guess we will go check out upstairs. Where the hell's Mrs. Oakwood? She's like nowhere to be found. Even the fireplace is out too. The fire's out. How did this happen? What did Mrs. Oakwood do? Well, now that I got these cloths, I'm gonna go cover up those birds. Alright, let's put you here. And then let's put you here. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more cloths. Somebody get me a blanket so I can cover up all these cages. so all the birds can shut up. Thank God for this lantern. Now, I wonder who the hell put the fire out. Mrs. Oakwood, what is she doing? Can I use this key for here? No. Well, no dead bodies. Thank God. This door is locked with the key. Oh, Professor Wright, it's not here! He's naked! His clothes are on the floor. Where'd he go? Why is he naked? There's an open book on the floor. The Book of Birds is a compilation of legends related to birds. Some of the text has been marked. The birds were traveling to meet their king when they reached the crossroads. The wretched crow tried to lead them astray and onto the path of mist. Many birds followed him and were lost forever beyond that view. Only the wisdom of the crested hoopoe and the prudence of the red-feathered robin could lead the remaining 28 back to the path of readiness. Ever since the birds have sung their praise, for without the hoopoe and the robin, silence would have fallen forever. Oh shoot, I wanted to click the fountain. Oh well. Looks tallest on the ground. Statue portrays a cloaked figure, hiding its face. Some kind of a woman in a face covering, mask when removed. Clergyman hiding its face behind a mask, but I don't see Oakwood or... Right, where are they? The device is silent. Nothing. Huh. Where did everybody go? They're not in the basement, are they? Why would they be in a basement? I gotta check this out. What's this? Didn't that change? Wait a minute, something about a door open? I don't remember that being there. Well, I'll go down here and check it out. Mrs. Oakwood? Ah, pathway's blocked. Okay. Well, thank God Mrs. Oakwood ain't dead, unless she is dead. I'm about to go find Kaufman. Because I can't find anybody. So the only other place I didn't look is over here. And then over here, then I don't know what to do. Well, nothing's different. On a book? I wonder, did they go somewhere? They didn't go to the graveyard, did they? That'd be crazy if they would have do such a thing. Well, all hope is lost. No one's home. Or they're dead. Alright, let's go see Kaufman again. Hi Kaufman, how you doing? How you feeling? I'm feeling alright, me friend. Just a bit tired. I discovered that Professor Wright's family once owned a house on the cliff. According to one of the locals, Professor White almost died as a young man when their family's summer house was destroyed by a landslide. A house next to a sea? A landslide? Begging your pardon, Wakefield, but the answer is obvious, is it not? During the session, the professor said the entrance to the tunnel was through the waterfall. Not of water, but of rocks and mud. It is too similar a description to be a coincidence. I theorize that the entrance to this tunnel is concealed somewhere in that house. Damn. You got the COVID, didn't you? Wait, Kaufman's coat. And I should respect Kaufman's privacy. Alright, so let's go back to the cliff, I suppose. Maybe I'll find Mrs. Oakwood and... I've ventured against drop. I can see where the waves crash relentlessly against the rocks below. Maybe that's why I'll find him at, but if I would have passed him by somewhere if I was here. But there's something particular about this. Let me see here. Let me read this again. There might be a clue in this. A Richard Crow tried to lead us demonstration upon the mist. Anybody's found when a lost beyond that view. Only but some hope can produce it by venom. The sense of birds have been starting to praise, but for without the hope of Robin, silence would have fallen over. Doesn't really quite help me. Landscape shows a house that was before the landslide ruined it. An empty wardrobe. Alright, so they're not here. Alright, let me go check by the graveyard. Maybe if I go on top that hill where I saw that one guy, he might have something for me. I already read that. Did this done get changed? No? No markings, dates, or anything? Well, I can't say for sure that I can't dig up the body to even know who it is, because in this timeline, there's no way of knowing who they are. Hey buddy, have you seen two people running around? No? Okay. Wait, what's this? Sharp rocks peek from beneath the waves. These must be a trench's waters to sail. Yeah, well, I can see that happening. Well then. I guess I will go back to the town. Because apparently I can't find Mrs. Oakwood or Professor Wade anywhere. I wonder where the hell they've gone to. And there's something in that fireplace I need. Some kind of like a keystone. I don't know what kind of key we're looking for. Tell me about Captain Morvale. Does he come here often? Fred, he's a regular. I sound lonely drunk. Okay, I thought I read that before.